Hi folks, it's me, Joey. I just wanted to post this this review. I just saw the new Spike Jonze movie, Her, and for those of you who haven't heard about it, I'm going to describe the plot. You have this character named Theodore, played by Joaquin Phoenix, who is going through a painful divorce because he's divorcing from his lifelong friend, Catherine, played by Rooney Mara, and he decides to purchase a artificial intelligence sort of operating system. Think Siri, but actually responds. Think like Siri that actually works. It might work too well. Eventually, this operating system has a voice, and that voice is Scarlett Johansson, and eventually they get into a relationship. Like, he says he's dating, and he's dating an operating system. The film was a film I was really looking forward to for a while, mainly because of Joaquin Phoenix, and also I liked the the other actresses in the film: Rooney Mara, Amy Adams, the voice, Scarlett Johansson's voice, and Olivia Wilde's in this too, so that's pretty cool. But it's an interesting story about relationships, and how you also treat relationships that are that are not physical. What I mean by that is, a lot of people like to, do online dating, and sometimes they'll get more invested in online dating than they will in a relationship that's physically right next to them. And this film captures that so well. And there's several scenes where he's, genuinely concerned for his, for the operating system named Samantha, like I said, played by Scarlett Johansson. And he's so emotionally invested. There's one scene where he thinks it like shut down, and he's running all over the place trying to figure out what the hell is going on. For me, one of the standout elements of the film was Joaquin Phoenix. I've been really enjoying him as an actor. He's one of those actors where not every role he plays is amazing, but when he does play a role that is a good role, he'll deliver better than almost any other actor. And what I really liked about his performance was that there was a sense of honesty to his performance. It wasn't, this is really contrived stuff. I mean, yeah, there's some contrivances in the film, but his performance, I really felt was a real character, and it was a character that I genuinely was concerned about. Not just because I like Joaquin Phoenix, but because the character, he's going through a rough time, because of this divorce, and then he gets himself invested in this operating system, and then one thing happens after another to this guy. Another thing I like to mention is Scarlett Johansson's performance as Samantha. Some people are arguing that this could lead to an Oscar nomination. I'd say it might push the Academy to think maybe in the future we'll do a Oscar category for voiceover. Makes me think of Jason Statham's quote when he says that there should be an Oscar category for stunt people. And yeah, if they do that, I wouldn't mind if they threw in voice acting, because there are incredible voice actors out there that give these performances in some of these animated films, and even some live action films. In fact, I believe Patton Oswalt was in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and I heard that was the best part of the whole movie, was his vocal performance. And basically the same thing goes for the movie Her, where Scarlett Johansson's voice is so moving. She plays an operating system, but as the film goes on, there's an evolution to it. She's getting more complicated. She's thinking for herself, and her intelligence, her thought increases. And there's one scene that I really loved where there's like a gasp that she makes, and Theodore, played by Joaquin Phoenix, questions that, because you're not a real person. You don't need oxygen. And I felt that was really, really interesting. And that's all I really have to say for this movie. I probably would have put this somewhere at the top of my list for 2013 had I seen the film in 2013. This is definitely a film I'll be rooting for during awards season. And I hope it does well during awards season, because I feel this is more of an obscure film in comparison to things like 12 Years a Slave, American Hustle, or, Gravity. So I hope this, finds an audience, and because I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see this film again and acquire it on Blu-ray, and I can't wait to see what Joaquin Phoenix has next in store. See you guys later.